Here in my hand, I'm holding a glove. You know, this glove on its own really can't do much of anything. Just kind of sits there. I mean, it has no action that it can take on its own. It can't lift anything. It can't warm a hand. It really has no ability whatsoever. It's just an inanimate object. But if I take my hand and I slide it into the glove, I can see I can move it around. I can wave. I could pick something up. I could punch somebody. I could do all kinds of different things with this glove. But when you think about it, it's really not the glove that's doing anything at all. It's the hand that's inside the glove. Something similar happens when we talk about our relationship with the Holy Spirit. If I look at my life by itself, it's kind of like this glove. So I need the Holy Spirit, represented by my hand, to fill up my life, and then I can begin to accomplish the things that God has asked me to accomplish. In the Bible, in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 18, it says, "Do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Holy Spirit." He gives us a comparative analogy there. Don't get drunk on wine, he says. Now, I have here a bottle of wine. Now, most people, if they drink a glass of wine, they probably wouldn't feel much effect from it whatsoever. But what if they were to drink the entire bottle? Well, they'd get drunk. And what happens to somebody who gets drunk? Well, they lose their sense of reason. They lose their physical stability. They begin to make really bad decisions. They say and do things that they wouldn't normally have said or done if they hadn't been drunk. What they're really doing when they drink too much alcohol is they are giving up control of themselves to the alcohol, and it's taking over. Paul says, you don't want to do that, because that leads to debauchery, bad behavior, things like that. But instead, be filled with the Holy Spirit. Now, you can't get more of the Holy Spirit. If you're a Christian, you have 100% of the Holy Spirit. So what we need to do, if we want more of the Holy Spirit working in our lives, is not to get more of Him, but to give Him more of us. Let's look at our glove again. This glove represents your life and my life. My hand is the Holy Spirit. I want the Holy Spirit to fill every possible area of my life, or in this case, this glove. The problem comes when we are caught up in sin, when there's something going on in our lives that's unpleasing to God. It begins filling up portions of our life instead of the Holy Spirit. And if we want to truly be filled with the Spirit, we are going to surrender those areas of our lives so that they are empty, so that they can be filled with the Spirit and His desires for each and every one of us. Be filled with the Spirit. Allow Him to work in your life. God's not going to force Himself upon you, but He's going to wait until you allow Him to move and to fill you. And when you allow that to happen, your life will never ever be the same again.